So I've been out here using this camera for like 10 or 15, 30 minutes or so. And I think it's pretty good. I mean, I won't be able to see any of the footage, of course, until I get back and edit what's going on. But the main drawback I can see already is the lack of viewfinder. And specifically the lack of viewfinder, while using your sunglasses, which, if you're out, in a park or whatever, you're gonna have sunglasses on. I'm not able to boost the screen bright enough where I can see them with my sunglasses on, which may or may not be a big deal for you. But for me, I'm almost partially blind. I'm come to realize that it's really, really hard for me to make out stuff on the small screen. And what I use a viewfinder for most is for review of photos and videos. I don't use it that much for actually taking of the picture. I've noticed I take most of my pictures just the back screen, but when I want to review them, I'm always using that viewfinder all the time to review what's going on. Make sure I got, the right focus and the right framing and all that. So that's the difficult part about using a camera like this, is the lack of a viewfinder. Some may find it a big deal, others may not find it a big deal. Is it a deal breaker for me? I don't know, I haven't quite made up the mind yet, but it is, to me, personally, it's frustrating when you're out in the wild using a camera and you can't see what you're actually doing enough to be able to, make any changes if necessary. So, I don't know, just my thoughts after 20 or 30 minutes of using the camera. And we're gonna walk back to the car, see what we can get along the way. And another thing I will say is it's really slow, it seems like, exposing from my face. Like, it has the box. Does it? No, I don't think it has the box. What's going on here? Okay. Another thing I noticed, it's kind of slow exposing for my face. Like when I'm in the shade or whatnot, it's taking a long time for the camera to catch up to, what's going on. So it looked like a lot of the shots, my face was dark in it, which, is not ideal. It seems to be doing a better job now, which is weird. Maybe I had some thing set, I don't know. That's the problem with using a new camera. You don't know what you don't know. Maybe you mess something up along the way. There's a lot of user error involved, and that is for sure. Like, let's go over here in this dark shade and see if it lightens up. See, it got me good there. I don't know why it was so dark earlier. Let's try it with this other LUT. Okay, I went back to my Phantom natural LUT. It looks fine. I don't know. Maybe I touched the screen somewhere along the way and kind of threw off the exposure and the focus and all that stuff. Because right now it looks fine. Again, we're just going to have to see when we get back and edit it. I can't say with any certainty right here and now what it's going to look like, but the natural LUT, Phantom LUT, looks fine right here. I don't know why it was so red a while ago. Testing out a camera can be a pain. It can be a pain. How are we looking? I don't know. Is it going to show me? I will say, like, viewfinder, no viewfinder, whatever. It's a battle, Some people don't use them at all. Some people use them all the time. I will say, like on the RX100 Mark 7 that I have, it has a little pop-up viewfinder. The screen is just absolutely terrible. I mean, you can't see it at all. When it's sunny, I use that viewfinder all the time when I'm using that camera, which is weird because you're like looking through this little viewfinder like this. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but it's there. And because it's there, I use it a lot. I don't look red. I don't understand why I looked so red earlier, but I did, didn't I? I don't know. I think I had the screen press on accident earlier. That was throwing something off. That happens. This camera has a 26 megapixel sensor in it, for your photos and stuff. Of course, the ZVE1, it only has like 12, I think is what's in there. Does that really make a difference when you're just snapping photos of your family and your kids and you're just out messing around? No, I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference at all. Now, if you're out taking like, serious photography shots, the more megapixels, the better. But in general, just for the average use case scenario and just for the average user, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell the difference between 26 and 12 unless you're just cropping a whole bunch or wanting to print huge. I just don't think there's much in it, even though the internet always tells you you need a 60-something megapixel camera. For most of us, you just really don't. I just don't think so. I will say though, in like extreme low light, the 12 megapixel, it can look pretty bad, grainy, super grainy, but for the most part, it does fine. Don't let anybody tell you that the 12 megapixel camera is trash, because it's just not. Now the ZVE1 is set up more as a video camera, and it's a lot easier to take video with it than it is photo, use it as a hybrid camera, whereas the S9 is set up more like a hybrid camera. So it's easier to take photos with the S9. But as far as photo quality, there's not much difference. There's not much difference. And don't worry, I plan on doing lots of tests against the S9 against the ZVE1, but I just wanted to bring the S9 out today by itself, kind of run through its paces, since I haven't used it very much. I can't imagine like taking two cameras out into the field and test them against each other and not having used one at all, because that could just lead to ultimate frustration. So I decided to just bring this camera out today, use it a little bit, then later on this week, I'll bring them both out and we'll do a little comparison. I'm really interested in the stabilization comparison. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Like the S9 stabilization with the electronic stabilization, that's supposed to be the best this camera can do against the dynamic active of the ZVE1, which in my opinion is really, really good, except there's a massive crop in it. So which one will be better? I don't know. I don't know. But I will say, between the two cameras, that old 18 to 40 lens, digging that lens. It might be a pile of junk. The photo quality might be bad. It's not very fast at all. Terrible in low light, blah, blah, blah. It is super compact, super light, and easy to throw in your bag, which makes it pretty valuable in my opinion. Sony really doesn't have anything like that. Even their kit lens is like a 28 to 60 or 28 to 50. I don't know what that old lens is. I never bought it before, but you know which one I'm talking about. 28 is not near wide enough. Starting at 18, that's perfectly acceptable for vlogging and doing any kind of video. And then 40 is plenty of telephoto to get some decent, photography shots and stuff like that. So that lens is valuable. Again, it might be junk, it might be trash. Let's see how long it takes me. See, it just takes a while sometimes it takes a while to get it to expose from my face, but whatever. But how's this Sigma looking? Sigma 24 2.0. I think it looks pretty good. And this is right on the edge of what I would want to vlog with, but it's wide enough. 24 ain't that bad. Got on a little gorilla pod here or whatever, a log pod. It's fine. It's fine. I don't do that much vlogging anyway, really. Just when I'm not doing these stupid tests in real life, I don't vlog at all. I just take videos and pictures of my family, which is weird. Why would I test vlog if I don't ever vlog? Except when I'm testing stuff. Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, so that's like the second test run I've done with the S9. Let me know what you think down below. I got the, test the stabilization out today, and we're going on through all kinds of environments today. We had smooth sidewalk. We're going through rough terrain and everything. I'm interested to see how the stabilization held up, how any of the pictures are, how do they look with the two LUTs. One's my own creation based on my natural picture profile, and the other one's my own creation based off Leica monochrome. I seem to really like that one. I did a little video with the Phantom LUT natural look, and we also did a little video with just a natural look profile that comes right with the camera. So I don't know which one of those will look better. I think I was having little problems at the beginning of the video with me looking red for whatever reason and exposing for my face for whatever reason. I think what happened is that I touched the screen and caused a user error, basically, user error, which doesn't surprise me at all because, every time you're testing out something, there's gonna be a little bit of user error involved. But anyway, let me know what you think. And also let me know if there's anything, this particular camera that you want me to test or give me my thoughts on over the next couple of weeks while I'm using it, testing it out, and decide whether I want to keep it or not. So that's the video for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one. And just a little extra bonus footage. This is the Phantom LUT Eterna profile, and I'm going to see what it looks like with Vlog. I can't tell, so we'll just have to see what it looks like when I get it back into editing. Have a good one.